Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going deep into UFOs and alien encounters.
But not just any old UFO deep dive.
Right, we've got a very special lens to look through for this one.
Exactly. We're going to be using the work of Dolores Cannon.
Dolores Cannon.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at some of her most interesting theories
Okay.
based on decades of research.
Decades, wow.
Yeah, and not just any research, hypnotic regression sessions
Hypnotic regression.
with people who say they've had these extraterrestrial experiences.
Oh, wow. Okay, so right off the bat, what I find really fascinating about her is that she doesn't claim to be a psychic.
No.
Or like a channeler or anything like that.
Right.
She actually approaches this topic as an investigator,
Yeah,
which I think lends a lot of credibility to her work.
it does.
And she uses her background in hypnotherapy, 40 years to be exact.
40 years, that's a long time.
And 30 of those years were dedicated to past life regression.
Right, so she's got a really extensive background in this field.
Absolutely, yeah.
So for the past 20 years, she's been using these techniques, these hypnotic regression techniques,
Okay.
for UFO investigations.
Interesting.
Yeah, and the key here is her focus on the subconscious.
Just subconscious.
Yeah, she believes that the subconscious holds all this information
Okay.
that you can't really access through traditional means.
So she's using hypnotherapy to kind of bypass the conscious mind
Exactly, she's going deeper.
and tapping into these memories and experiences that are hidden there.
Yeah, and this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Cannon suggests that these subconscious memories, they can be distorted.
Distorted.
Yeah, especially when we're talking about alien abductions.
Hmm.
And she thinks that this distortion is due to our modern-day brain chemistry.
Oh, interesting.
You know, all the chemicals and pollutants and things we're exposed to.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, it can actually interfere with the accuracy of our memories.
So it makes you wonder how much of what people recall about these encounters is actually accurate.
Right, it's hard to know for sure.
And that's why I think Cannon's approach of using hypnotherapy is so interesting, because it allows her to delve into the subconscious and potentially uncover those hidden truths.
It's a different way of looking at things, for sure.
And it's not just about distorted memories either.
No, there's more.
She also talks about this phenomenon of missing time.
Missing time, what's that?
So this is where individuals lose chunks of time, often in connection with UFO encounters.
So like they just blank out for a period of time.
Yeah, exactly. And they have no recollection of what happened during those missing hours.
Like they've been somewhere else.
It's almost as if they've been taken somewhere,
And then returned with no memory of the experience.
Exactly. It's a really strange phenomenon.
And Cannon, in many of these cases, discovered something she calls condensed time.
Condensed time. Okay, I've heard of that, but what is that exactly?
So this is where events unfold much faster than normal time would allow.
So it's like time is being manipulated.
Yeah, compressed and expanded at will by these extraterrestrial beings.
That is wild.
Right. One of her subjects, this woman, was driving home at midnight
Okay.
on a busy freeway,
Uh-huh.
and suddenly she's in this eerie silence.
Silence.
Yeah, no cars, no sounds, just total quiet.
Like everything just stopped.
It's like the world around her paused.
A dead zone.
Exactly, that's what Cannon calls it, a dead zone.
It's giving me chills just thinking about it.
I know, it's creepy, right? And in this case, the woman saw a cat.
A cat? What was it doing?
It was just frozen in midair,
Frozen.
like a statue, staring at this mysterious light.
Oh, wow.
It's like it was caught in a time warp or something.
That's so bizarre.
Right. So this experience and others like it suggest that these beings can manipulate not only time,
But the very fabric of reality.
exactly.
So if they can do that, what else are they capable of?
That's the question that Cannon explores throughout her work.
Yeah, that's a big question.
And she suggests that their capabilities are far beyond what we can currently comprehend.
Beyond our comprehension, wow.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing stuff.
One thing that really struck me was her assertion that these beings communicate not only through direct contact,
Okay.
but also through symbols.
Symbols like what?
That's crop circles.
Crop circles. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, she believes that these symbols transmit information directly to our subconscious minds.
Bypassing our conscious awareness.
So they're communicating on a deeper level.
Yeah. Using a language that our conscious minds might not even recognize.
It's like they're planting seeds of knowledge that will only sprout later.
Exactly. A great analogy.
And the amount of information contained in these symbols is vast.
It's not just a single word or concept. It's an entire complex of ideas and associations.
That's incredible to think that one symbol could hold that much information.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling, right?
Absolutely. It makes you wonder what other messages might be hidden in plain sight.
That's a great question, and it leads us to another intriguing aspect of Cannon's research.
Okay, what's that?
Her theory about the seeding of planet Earth by advanced extraterrestrial beings.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is where things get really interesting and maybe a bit controversial.
It is definitely a thought-provoking idea.
So she's suggesting that life on Earth, including human life, didn't evolve randomly.
Right, it was intentionally seeded by these beings.
Intentionally seeded. Wow.
It's important to note that Cannon doesn't believe these beings are playing God.
Okay.
They're more like cosmic gardeners, tending to the garden of life throughout the universe.
So they're not intervening directly in our evolution.
Not directly, but they're playing a guiding role.
Making sure life takes root and flourishes.
Exactly.
But if they're guiding our evolution, why haven't they revealed themselves openly?
That's a question Cannon explores in her work.
Okay.
And her research suggests that they're waiting for us to reach a certain level of spiritual and technological maturity.
So they're observing us, waiting for us to evolve beyond our current limitations.
Yeah, patiently wait.
It makes you wonder, what are those limitations? What's holding us back?
That's a question worth pondering.
It is, and it's one that Cannon addresses through her research.
Right, especially when she talks about the concept of a new Earth.
A new Earth. Okay, now that's a concept I'm eager to explore further.
It's a fascinating one for sure.
But before we dive into that, I'm curious about the specifics of their involvement in our evolution.
Okay.
How did they guide the development of human life exactly?
Well, according to Cannon's research, they played a crucial role in accelerating the development of intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah, in early hominids.
So they kind of jump-started the process that led to modern humans.
Exactly.
That's incredible to think about.
It is, and it might explain why that missing link in human evolution has never been found.
Oh, interesting point.
Right.
But if their plan was to guide us towards a higher level of consciousness,
Right.
why is humanity so plagued by conflict and disease and suffering?
That's a tough question.
It is.
But Cannon addresses it through this story of the meteorite.
The meteorite.
Okay. According to her research, a meteorite carrying unknown bacteria crashed into Earth.
Okay.
And this introduced disease to the planet for the first time.
So before the meteorite, humanity was meant to be disease-free.
That's what Cannon suggests.
That's a radical idea.
It is, but it does make you think about the origins of human suffering.
It really does.
And Cannon believes that this event, this introduction of disease, it disrupted the original plan for human evolution.
It threw a wrench in the works.
Exactly.
And now these extraterrestrial beings are trying to correct course.
That's the theory.
Trying to restore humanity to its intended path.
They're working behind the scenes, using advanced technology and subtle guidance.
It's like we're caught in the middle of a cosmic drama.
A drama with forces beyond our comprehension shaping our destiny.
That's a powerful way to put it.
It really is, and it's a drama that's still unfolding.
It is, and Dolores Cannon's work offers us a glimpse behind the curtain.
A peek into the hidden machinations that are shaping our world.
It's both exhilarating and terrifying.
Filled with wonder and uncertainty.
Absolutely, and this is just the beginning of our deep dive.
We're just getting started.
My mind is already swirling with questions and possibilities.
I know, right?
I can't wait to explore further and unravel the mysteries that Cannon's research has revealed.
Then let's continue our journey. There's much more to discover.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let's do it.
So, we've established these extraterrestrial beings are maybe playing a much bigger role in human evolution than we ever imagined.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
It is, but what happens next,
Right.
Where does this journey lead? That's what I'm really curious about.
Well, that's where the concept of the new Earth comes in.
The new Earth.
Yeah, it's a central theme in Cannon's work, and it offers a glimpse into a potential future for humanity.
We talked about it a little bit earlier, but I'd love to go deeper. Like, what exactly is the new Earth?
Yeah.
Is it a physical place, a different dimension, or something else entirely?
Cannon describes it as a higher dimensional version of our planet.
Higher dimensional, okay.
Yeah, existing at a higher vibrational frequency.
So higher vibrational frequency, what does that actually mean?
Well, think of it this way.
Okay.
Everything in the universe vibrates at a certain frequency.
Okay.
Emotions, thoughts, physical objects.
Yeah.
It's all energy in motion.
Energy in motion.
And the new Earth exists at a frequency that's much higher than our current reality.
Okay.
It's free from negativity, the pollution, the density that we experience here.
So it's not just a physical change, it's a shift in consciousness as well.
Exactly. It's a world where love, compassion, and unity are the dominant frequencies.
Instead
of fear, greed, and separation.
So it's like a utopian vision, a
Yeah.
world where humanity has finally transcended its self-destructive tendencies.
It is a utopian vision, but Cannon suggests it's not a fantasy.
Okay.
It's a very real possibility, a potential future that's available to us.
If we make the right choices.
Exactly.
So how do we get there? How do we shift to this higher frequency and access the new Earth?
That's the big question, right?
It is.
Cannon believes it's both individual and collective.
Okay.
We each have a role to play in raising our own vibration,
Okay.
letting go of negative patterns and embracing love and kindness and compassion. But there's also a collective aspect to it,
A collector aspect.
a tipping point where enough people have made that shift that it creates a ripple effect and accelerates the transition for everyone.
It's like we're all interconnected.
Exactly.
And our individual choices contribute to the overall vibration of the planet.
That's right. Every act of kindness,
Every positive thought.
every moment of connection contributes to raising the collective frequency.
It's empowering to think that we're not just passive bystanders in this process,
Right.
that our actions can actually influence the course of human evolution.
It is empowering, and it highlights the urgency of this situation.
Urgency.
Yeah, we're at a crossroads, a pivotal moment in human history, where the choices we make now will have profound consequences.
So it's not about waiting for something to happen to us.
No.
It's about actively creating the future we want.
Exactly. And the transition to the new Earth won't be without its challenges.
What kind of challenges?
Cannon talks about a cleansing process, a purging of negativity and density
Okay.
that's necessary for the shift to occur.
Does that mean there will be people who don't make the transition?
That's what Cannon suggests, yeah.
What happens to those who are clinging to the old frequencies of fear and separation,
They'll remain on the old Earth.
while the rest of us move on to the new Earth?
Right. And the old Earth will continue to experience upheaval and turmoil.
As it goes through its own purification process. It's
Exactly.
almost like a natural selection process.
Yeah.
But instead of physical traits, it's our consciousness that determines our survival.
That's a very interesting way to look at it.
And it underscores the importance of conscious evolution.
Right.
Of actively choosing to align ourselves with the frequencies of love, peace, and unity.
Absolutely. If we want to experience the wonders of the new Earth,
To live in a world free from suffering and strife.
we need to start making those choices now.
That's the message that Cannon conveys throughout her work.
The time for complacency is over. The future is in our hands, and the choices we make today will determine the reality we experience tomorrow.
It's a sobering thought, but also an inspiring one.
It is.
It means we have the power to shape our destiny, to create a world that reflects our highest aspirations.
Exactly. And it brings us back to the role of free will,
Free will.
a concept that's central to Cannon's understanding of extraterrestrial involvement.
Okay.
Remember, these beings operate under the law of non-interference.
Right.
They can guide us, they can offer knowledge and support.
But they can't make our choices for us.
Exactly. They're not here to force us into anything.
Okay.
They're simply offering us the tools and the knowledge to help us evolve.
It's up to us to use those tools wisely.
It's like they're presenting us with a menu of possibilities.
A menu of possibility.
But we get to choose which dishes we want to order.
I like that analogy.
And the choices we make will determine the kind of feast we experience.
So we choose a banquet of love, abundance, and joy.
Or a meal of scarcity, fear, and suffering.
It's a powerful way to frame it.
It really is, and it highlights the importance of awareness. Understanding the consequences of our choices and acting in alignment with our highest values.
So awareness is the key.
It's the key to unlocking our potential and navigating this critical juncture in human evolution.
Okay.
And Dolores Cannon's work offers a profound roadmap for cultivating that awareness.
Cultivating awareness.
Understanding the forces at play and making choices that lead us towards a brighter future.
It's a roadmap that challenges us to question everything we thought we knew about ourselves and our place in the universe.
And it's a roadmap that inspires us to embrace the possibility of a future that's far more magnificent than we ever dared to imagine.
A future where humanity has transcended its limitations and stepped into its full potential.
A future where we're collaborating with advanced beings from other worlds.
Exploring the cosmos and unlocking the mysteries of consciousness.
That's the vision that Dolores Cannon presents.
And it's a vision that's within our reach.
If we choose to embrace it.
This new Earth, this world vibrating at a higher frequency where we've evolved past our limits, It's captivating,
Yeah.
but also kind of daunting, you know?
Right.
Can you maybe paint a clearer picture of what collaboration with these extraterrestrial beings would actually look like in this new reality?
Well, it's challenging because it's beyond our current comprehension.
Right.
But Cannon's research suggests it wouldn't be one-sided, you know?
Okay.
They wouldn't just hand us advanced tech or tell us how to live.
So it's not like those sci-fi movies where
Yeah.
aliens show up and either try to conquer us
Right.
or solve all our problems like that.
Exactly. Cannon emphasizes that these beings see us as equals,
Okay.
with our own strengths and perspectives to offer.
So they see value in us.
Yeah, they understand we have something to contribute, something that enriches the universe.
So they're not just interested in exploiting us or our resources.
No, not at all.
That's good to know.
Their goal is collaboration.
Collaboration. Okay.
A true partnership where both sides benefit.
So where do we fit in?
Well, think about the areas where humanity struggles.
Okay, like disease.
Exactly. Environmental destruction, energy scarcity.
Right, big problems.
These are all challenges these advanced beings have likely overcome.
So this partnership could unlock solutions to our most pressing problems.
Yeah, imagine medical tech that could cure diseases we consider incurable.
Or sustainable energy sources that could reverse climate change.
Exactly. Possibilities are endless.
It makes you wonder if those unexplained leaps in human knowledge throughout history might have been influenced by them.
Fascinating thought.
It is.
But it goes beyond just technology.
Oh, okay.
Cannon believes this collaboration could lead to profound spiritual growth.
Spiritual growth.
Yeah, if they can manipulate time and space.
Right.
Their understanding of consciousness and spirituality must be way beyond ours.
It's like a cosmic mentorship,
Yeah,
guiding us towards a higher level of evolution.
both technologically and spiritually.
Exactly. It makes you think about our choices in the present moment.
Right. Are we preparing for this future?
Are we cultivating love and compassion and unity?
The qualities that would make this partnership possible.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
It's not just about waiting for them to show up and fix everything.
Right.
We have to do our part, evolve ourselves, and create a world that's ready.
That's the message Cannon conveys in her work.
It's not just about UFOs and extraterrestrial.
No, it's about the bigger picture
Understanding the forces that shape our reality.
and the choices we have in creating the future.
Her research really makes you look inward.
Right.
Examine our beliefs and behaviors.
Are we living up to our potential?
It's a call to action, an invitation to step up and become active participants in our own evolution.
Exactly.
It can feel overwhelming, you know, the vastness of it all,
It can.
the cosmic forces at play,
Right.
but it's also inspiring.
It
It means we're not just insignificant specks of dust.
We are co-creators of our reality
with the power to shape our destiny.
and contribute to the unfolding story of the universe.
As we wrap up our deep dive into Dolores Cannon's work, I'm left with a sense of wonder,
Yeah.
a profound appreciation for the mysteries of the universe,
And a renewed sense of responsibility.
for the choices I make every day.
That's the beauty of her work.
It doesn't give all the answers.
It opens our minds to possibility.
To think bigger, question our assumptions.
And embrace the unknown with curiosity and courage.
So as you continue exploring these topics, remember,
Okay.
the potential for human evolution is vast.
It is.
We might not be alone in the universe.
Yeah.
The choices we make today shape the reality we experience tomorrow. Keep questioning, keep exploring, keep an open mind to the infinite possibilities